Well, because of the pandemic, voting in this election has been different, as you've seen, from any other time in history. And the way results come in will also be different. We had ABC 10 News reporter Jared Aarons take an in-depth look at what you can expect tonight as votes are counted around the country and here in San Diego.
Polls close at 8 p.m. Tuesday night, and we could get the first set of numbers within an hour of that time. We all want to know who won, but it may be weeks before we get final results for some races that are too close to call.
Nothing's over in our world. Nothing's over until the election is certified.
San Diego Registrar Michael Vu expects 80 to 85% of registered voters to cast a ballot this election. A lot of them could be counted by the time the polls close.
It could be upwards of 60 to 70% of the overall votes cast.
That includes more than 1 million mail-in ballots that have already been processed and any votes done in person Saturday through Monday. But even with all those votes in and counted, early totals won't tell the whole story.
There's 196 contests that are on the ballot, so for some it might show really wide gaps, and in others it'll show like it's neck and neck, and so it'll continue all the way through until we certify the election.
That doesn't happen until December 3rd, and late arriving mail-in ballots will still be counted as long as they're postmarked by Election Day and arrive by November 20th. For close races like the mayor's race, where Todd Gloria and Barbara Brie are separated by just 1% in the polls, those late ballots could be the difference between winning and losing.
When you have such a close race at the local level here, 10,000, 20,000 votes left to be counted could be quite significant.
USD Assistant Professor Evan Crawford says it's actually common for local races to change as final vote tallies come in. You only have to look back to the June primary to see it happen, where Brie overtook City Council member Scott Sherman to advance to the general election. Crawford says it's important to keep those early numbers in perspective.
This is the shift in the margin that we might be seeing, right? As opposed to saying the results changed, right? The results didn't change. They're not results until they're results.
That could be the case on the national level as well, especially because some states, like swing states Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, don't start counting mail-in votes until after polls close. So early results will be incomplete.
And they're also going to be misleading because there were really strong partisan differences this year in who wants to cast a ballot through what means.
UC San Diego Political Science Department Chair Thad Kauser compares it to sports with a twist.
Even though the game ends on election night when the polls close, no one can cast a ballot after that. It's going to take a while to tally the points for both sides.
But it could also lead to confusion and controversy. Crawford points to the 2000 presidential race, where a recount in Florida wound up in the Supreme Court.
Instead of the hanging chads, it might be a scenario where, when did this ballot arrive?
Kauser adds, history shows waiting may be difficult, but important.
I think the lesson that we've all learned from that is that we need to have patience. The most important thing is getting it right, not getting it early.
So as you're watching results come in on your TV or your phone, just keep in mind, this has already been an unprecedented election in an unprecedented year. It's safe to assume that results will follow that same unprecedented path. Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News.